administer the blood? If the blood can do so much for you, how do you administer it? I want to talk about the communion table because I've itemized 2 of the advantages already. But let me give you generally how blood is administered. In the Old Testament, before Jesus came, the administration of the blood was basically by sprinkling. Because all they knew about the blood was atonement. So the high priest goes to the Holy of Holies on the Day of Atonement, and he presents the blood before the mercy seat. He sprinkles the blood, and the sins of Israel is covered for 1 year. Hebrews 9:25. That's the most summarized version of it. It says, go to verse 24. Let's begin from there. It says, for Christ is not entered into the holy place made with hands, which are figures of truth, but into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us. But the high priest, look at what he does. It says, as the high priest enters into the holy place every year with blood of others, that means of bulls, of cattle, and what he does is that he sprinkles it so that he covers their sin for 1 year. So before Jesus came, they had only one use of the blood. It's for atonement. And the way they administered the blood was by sprinkling. But after Jesus came, the operation of the blood became very many. And those are the things I listed for you a while ago. From atonement to redemption to weapon of war to exemption, all of that was there. Therefore, the scope of the administration has gone beyond sprinkling. So in the New Testament, this is how you administer the blood. And this is where somebody will be delivered. Those of you shouting, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. That's not biblical. You will shout like that and die. That's not how to administer the blood of Jesus. If you want to know how to administer the blood of Jesus, this is how it is done in the New Testament. Number 1 is by walking in the light of the gospel. 1 John 1 verse 7. It says, if we walk in the light as he is in the light, it said the blood of Jesus cleanses us from all sins. That means Jesus is the one who administers the blood in the New Testament, because you don't even have it to administer. Are you seeing it? So your job is to walk in the light of the gospel. He says you are justified. Say to yourself, I am justified. He says you are righteous. Say to yourself, I am righteous. If he calls you righteous and you say, but my grandfather, they killed virgin, so I don't know, I'm guilty of that, you have removed the blood from your head. This is why many Christians are doing rituals and suffering. When you call them, they say, my grandfather, they used to eat tortoise on Friday night. And some of the things they said, what did they say that is superior to what the blood is saying? The blood said you are forgiven. The blood said you are justified. The blood said you are transferred from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. You are saying they say your grandfather. Which testimony will you accept? Now, is it because you know about your grandfather's sin? Do you know how many grandfathers you have? Do you know Adam was your grandfather? How many of Adam's sin did you confess? Do you know how many grandfathers you have? We just come up with things to make us feel like we are doing something to qualify us for blessing. He said if you walk in the light, the blood is already speaking. When I say I'm the righteousness of God, that's what the gospel said. The moment I said that, the blood knows that I erred somewhere. It will go and wash it. That's why I say when you walk in the light, the blood cleanses you. When I say I'm the righteousness of God, the blood knows that I did this, I did that. He goes there and handles it. Because when Jesus presented in the tabernacle of heaven, the Bible said he did it once and for all. He didn't do it so that he will come back every year to do it again. So the first way to administer the blood is to accept what the gospel said. So understand it, believe it, and accept it. Jesus said, you are justified. Paul came and reiterated it. He said, who can bring any charge against God's elect? He said, it's God that justifies. So I know that based on my records and compared to God's standard, I may not have attained. But the Bible said he was delivered from my offenses. Romans 4:25. Romans 5:1. It said, I was freely justified. If I believe it, what is my job? I am justified. Now that I'm justified and grace have come, I will deploy grace to live up to God's standard. But while I am living and growing by grace, I accept what the gospel says. And as I accept it, the blood goes to work. If the Bible said, I was delivered from the dominion of Satan because redemption has been given to me in his blood, I don't care who took my picture to a herbalist. I don't care who stood somewhere at night and is calling my name naked. If he like, he should squat by my window. When his ankles and knee bones are tired, he will go home. As far as I'm concerned, the Bible said, I was delivered from the dominion of darkness. That's where I stand. If I stand there and that person does that enchantment, if I die, then the blood is not potent. The only reason why I can die is when I refuse what the blood said and I start saying my own thing. So you want the blood administered, you must walk in the light of the gospel. And this is where many Christians, when we talk the gospel, it doesn't look powerful. So many Christians, if the blood, the Bible said, I should come boldly to the throne of grace because the blood has made it a way for me. When I'm coming, I don't need to say, oh God, am I able to come? Am I qualified? He said, come boldly. So my job is to come boldly. How I'm able to come is no longer my duty. He has created a way for me to come. So any day, anytime, anywhere, I know that I'm with God. I can talk to him boldly. That's the testimony of the blood. This is where you become powerful. I was sharing with them on Tuesday. I said you cannot live holy unless as you accept what Jesus has done for you, so that grace is deployed for you, so you live holy by grace. It's by deploying the resources of grace you can live holy. I told them you can't be powerful except as you accept what Jesus has done for you. It's on the basis of that you can make declaration and they come to pass. But many Christians don't know this. They are trying to do their own thing to add to what Jesus has done. And that's what the Bible calls a filthy rag. The question now is, should you pray? Yes. But you pray from understanding. I'm not praying to be accepted. I'm praying because I'm already accepted. There is a difference. Should you fast? Yes. I'm not fasting so that God will be happy with me. I'm fasting because he's now happy with me. He has made the resources available for me that I'm deploying through my fast. So there are two different things. You are doing one from rest and you are doing another from anxiety.